Hello, I'm I'm Softlight289 and I thought of making a video to answer this question of how did I make this animated GIF of these hearts. So this person asked me, how do you do the little animated hearts? Trying to figure out what programs to use. Thanks. Okay, so yeah, the reason why I made the video is because I'm not good at typing out. Sadly, I guess I can speak well. I can actually explain more when I speak and show. So yeah. Anyways, for the animated hearts I did for this drawing, I use Photoshop CC 2018 for mostly almost all of my GIF making or animation I do. I'm not a professional animator. I just know simple stuff, the basics of animation a little bit. And so, how do I do it? I thought maybe just tutorial out here. Okay, so this is the piece I did with all the layering. Hold on. Yeah, with all these layers. And you will see here I have heart 1, 2, 3, and this shows each heart. See that? The heart is overlaying on each other. So that's that. Let's make a new one so I can show you how it works. Okay? First of all, I'm gonna make a new page, a new document, so it's easier, I guess. Okay. Change this color. So let's make the little hearts. Alright. So to start off, we need to make at least 3 frames for this animation. So this is my first frame. And we call this Hearts 1. And I'll make the second frame on top of Hearts 1 and call this, Hearts 2. This will be the second frame for our animation. The first one, you turn down the opacity so that it becomes like an onion skin. So you can you do not run off when you draw the next heart. Like you won't draw it the second one over here. It looks like, then it will look like it will go left and right a bit too much. You don't want to go offset from this. So that's why I did the onion skin on the first layer. Then go to the second layer and draw your second heart. Maybe like that. And then turn down the opacity for your second frame so you can add in the third frame, which is your hearts number 3. Again, you do the same thing. You don't want it to go offset from it. So yeah, just do something roughly like that. Alright, now you have these 3 layers, 3 frames. Turn back all the opacity up to 100 again because we're going to use it in full opacity or else it looks faded and not faded. Alright, now we have these 3 hearts. What do we do next? How do we make this into an animation? First of all, you go to, up here is called Windows. Windows, you go down to Timeline, and you'll see here Create Frame Animation. If you do not see Create Frame Animation, let's say you have video timeline, you go to this button and click Frame Animation, and then click that, and you get your first scene. On your first scene, you want to turn on your first frame. So you have these eyes thingy on your layers, just hide it, these 2 eyes, and leave the last eye open. shoot. Yeah. Oops, my layers is gone. Okay. So again, create your frame animation and turn off all these, the second and third frame. Leave the first one open and then click this file looking thing down here so you can make the second frame. For the second frame, you want to turn on the second frame and turn off the first one and the third one, and make a new one, which is your third frame. Okay, then you can click play and it will play your animation. See, first, second, third. Do not have one that has two layers open at the same time. You need only one frame at a time for one layer at a time, if that makes sense. And let's say, okay, you already make your animation and it's only playing once. I'm just clicking this again and again, but it's just playing once. Why? Because there's a once here. Change this to forever. You can change it to 3 times. You just play 3 times, but you can play forever, which it will not end until you say you want to stop. So yeah, that's how you do the frame animation thingy on Photoshop. Now maybe you might wonder how you export it and become a GIF. I think I want to crop this first. It's too big for such paper, for such a small GIF. Okay. Alright, this is nice. So how we going to change this into a .gif? First you go to File, Export, Save for Web. Okay, once you save for web, for Tumblr at least, you need to be at least maximum size would be 3 megabytes, and optimum size is 500. The pixel is 500 by 500. So if it's over 500, it's best to change it to let's say it's 3000. Change it to 500 pixels, because or else it's going to be very long for the GIF to load and for other people to load it. So yeah, I change it to 500 and I don't click save, because save, I don't know what happens if I click save. Honestly, I usually just click preview, and preview will bring me to the internet, to Google or to whatever browser you use, and you'll get your GIF here and telling you all the information about your GIF. So it's 500 wicks, 473, size 74.83K. K is good, not megabytes, and it's a GIF. Then what I like to do, you can right click on your mouse and save image, or for me I like to just drag it onto the desktop, and yeah, you'll get your GIF. There it is, your GIF, your little heart GIF. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and hope you have fun trying it out.